In this video, I'm going to show you my simple 3-step approach for acquiring new backlinks at scale. This process works for all types of businesses, including local, e-com, and even information businesses. In fact, I've used this exact process you're about to learn to grow organic search traffic by 410%, 254%, and even over 10,000%. I'm Nathan Gotch, the founder of Gotch SEO, which is where marketers come to learn how to get more free traffic from search engines like Google. And today I'm going to show you my step-by-step link building process that will land you amazing backlinks no matter what niche you're in. And please make sure you watch this entire training video because I'm going to share my in-house link building template and procedure that I use for all my agency's client campaigns. But wait, there is more. I'll also be showing you my advanced anchor text strategy that I've never shared publicly. Please keep watching. So here's my 3-step process for acquiring backlinks. Number 1, create a linkable asset. A linkable asset is designed to attract backlinks. And the truth is, some pages are simply not link worthy, and those include home pages, category pages, and product pages. Now sure, with some creativity, it's definitely possible to attract links to these pages, but in most cases, you'll need to create linkable assets if you really want to accelerate your SEO performance. In short, a linkable asset adds massive value to your industry and almost forces blogs to take notice and become more willing to link to you. Now, it would be nice if people just magically found your amazing asset and naturally linked to it, but that rarely happens. That's why step 2 is absolutely critical, which is to promote your linkable asset. Even the best linkable asset on earth can acquire backlinks if no one knows that it exists. That's why you need to promote it. More on this in a second. Number 3, you need to diversify your anchor text. The last piece of the puzzle is to understand what anchor text is best to use for your backlinks. Now, you won't always be able to control your anchor text because many of your links will come naturally, and this is a good thing, but we want to make sure that we're using the best anchor text for the backlinks we do have some control over. So with that said, let's go back to step 1 in this process, which is how to create linkable assets. So in video 2, I showed you how to create effective SEO content. And the challenge is that not every type of SEO content is linkable. For example, you could have followed the steps in video 2 and created a perfectly optimized homepage for a local business or a beautifully optimized page for a category page on your e-commerce website. This is necessary, but these pages likely won't attract many backlinks and they'll be very hard to promote. And the situation I just outlined is why so many local and e-com businesses struggle with SEO. The truth is, they're making the process much harder than it has to be. So if you're working on a local SEO campaign or an e-commerce website, then listen very carefully. You must understand the concept of a reverse silo. In short, a reverse silo is when the content asset becomes the focal point for building your website's authority. So instead of acquiring backlinks to your homepage, category, or product pages, you instead focus on acquiring backlinks to your informational content assets. This is the most natural and safe way to acquire backlinks because your content is likely more deserving of a backlink. In short, your goal should be to build your overall website authority through creating linkable assets. Now, just to be clear, there are other ways to acquire backlinks that don't require new content, and I'll be showing you a few of those later on in this video. But the most scalable link building strategy you can use is creating linkable assets and then promoting those assets. So how do you actually go about creating a linkable asset? I'm going to walk you through how I would personally create linkable assets for a local business because I believe this concept can be very confusing for local situations. So let's pretend I'm working on a local HVAC company's SEO campaign. Their primary objective is to rank for keywords like St. Louis HVAC company or heating and cooling company in St. Louis. So the first step would be to follow the process I outlined in video number 2 and create the absolute best page targeting the keyword phrase St. Louis HVAC company. In most cases, I would likely use the homepage unless they have locations outside of the state. And after that page is developed, I would then begin the process of creating a linkable asset. The trick to accomplishing this on the local level is to establish the idea that the company is an authority in their niche. And from that perspective, we can then create content that adds value to the HVAC industry on both the local and national level. So my go-to approach is to analyze the competitors. So what you want to do is just go to Google and enter a broad phrase. So in this case, I'll just search HVAC. So there are a few prospects here that we want to analyze. Let's start with HVAC.com. Copy their URL, open up Ahrefs, and paste the URL in the Site Explorer tool. After the analysis is complete, click on Best by Links. And the goal is to see what pages on their website have attracted the most backlinks, because then we can reach out to these same sources with our linkable assets. So this is a unique situation because HVAC.com has attracted most of their backlinks to their homepage, and that means we'll have to take a look and see why websites are linking to them and see if there's a way we can emulate what they're doing in a better way. So click the number under Do Follow and then select one link per domain and then sort the list by DR so we can see the best opportunities up front. So in this case, we can see right away that they've landed a Forbes link. And so that means it's time to actually go into a rabbit hole. And if we do a quick analysis of the Forbes link, it indicates that the CEO of HVAC.com is working on building his personal brand online. That means we can extract link opportunities from the work he's already done. So all you need to do is just copy his name, go to Google, and enter the following search strings. Will Hausch minus HVAC.com. And this is a search string will show us where he's an author and where he's been featured. Copy all the author profiles you find and pages where he's been talked about or featured. These are all link opportunities. Now, you obviously need to work with the founder or figurehead of the company, but leveraging a personal brand is one of the fastest ways to acquire backlinks. So then go back to Ahrefs and continue extracting all these link opportunities you find. And the best part of this situation is that getting these links doesn't require new linkable assets. You just need a figurehead. Now go back to the Best by Links section because we want to look for legit assets that have acquired backlinks outside of his personal brand. So open up the pages that have do follow backlinks, and the objective is to analyze the link profile for each of these pages and see if quality websites are linking to them. Keep in mind that we're not just searching for blog posts. A linkable asset applies to blog posts, custom pages, or anything of value on a website that's earned backlinks. Now, it looks like this page has earned one backlink from a legit website. Now, this isn't much, but sometimes investigating that link opportunity can lead to other link opportunities. For example, this website also links to other HVAC resources, so that means you should go through the same process with each of those opportunities as well. So for the sake of time, I think you get the point here. Analyze your competitors to find ideas that are proven to be linkable, then create a linkable asset around the idea you found. And the good news is that all you need to do is follow the process in training video number 2. Now, the last part of the process is to promote the asset. That brings me into step number 2 of the link building process. Now that you have your linkable asset in place, we need to promote it aggressively, and I'm going to show you a few different methods that you can use. So let's say we create an asset for indoor air quality for spring. Enter that phrase into Google. Then I highly recommend you install the browser plugin called Data Miner. This plugin will allow you to export all the Google search results. And after you've installed this plugin, go to your search settings and change it to show 100 results. Now click on the Data Miner icon, click on the Public tab, and look for asterisk Google search results. I recommend bookmarking it for future use and click Run. Download the CSV and copy all the URLs. Open Ahrefs and click on More and select Batch Analysis. Enter all the URLs into the box and start the analysis. And then under the Referring Domain section, sort the list by Do Follow. You then need to go through each URL and extract as many link opportunities as you can find. So once you've got your list of link opportunities, you then need to find emails and contact information. Viola Norbert and Hunter.io are perfect for this part of the process. Now, after you've found contact information, it's time to reach out. Now, in my experience, Neil Patel's template works really well in this situation, and I'll actually have the template below this video so you can use it right away. And that's all you need to do for this specific link acquisition tactic. The next method you should use to promote your linkable assets is to look for resource pages. Resource pages are great for 2 reasons. First, if your resource is high quality, you can land a link pretty easily. And secondly, many resource pages are filled with broken backlinks, which means you can use that as leverage. So here's what you need to do to find resource pages. Go to Google and enter keyword Untitled resources. And so in this case, I'll use HVAC Untitled and then resources. And don't worry, these search strings will be below the video and I'll give you many more that you can use as well. So in this case, there aren't many opportunities for this search query, but there are a few solid ones. So then open up each opportunity, and then I highly recommend installing the Check My Links plugin because this will allow you to find broken links. And once you've installed the plugin, run it and see if these pages have any broken links. So in this case, there are a few broken links, so that will change my approach for reaching out to this link prospect. Here's a template I would use for landing a link on a resource page that has broken links. And here's a template if the resource page doesn't have broken links. And that's all you need to know about resource page link building. And now I'll explain the final tactic you should use to promote your linkable asset, which are the link roundups. Now, these are similar to resource pages because you can leverage broken links once again. And here's how you find these link roundups. Go to Google and enter link roundup plus your keyword. And like I said before, I'll share some of the other search strings below this video as well. But in this case, I'll use link roundup plus HVAC. And right away, I find plenty of resources to go after. So although this roundup was published in 2015, it's still a solid candidate to land a link. And because this page doesn't have any broken backlinks, we'll have to go with a traditional outreach template. So my method for landing these links is somewhat unorthodox because I don't just promote my linkable asset. Instead, you're going to promote your asset along with 2 other high-quality assets. This makes your offer far more legitimate. Here's a template you can use. So those are 3 simple methods you can use to drive backlinks to your linkable assets. And one critical principle that you need to understand about link building is that it's all about playing small ball. A lot of people go for the home runs and they think that they're going to acquire hundreds of thousands of backlinks to their assets, but this rarely happens. The truth is, if you're a local business, you don't need a ton of backlinks to beat your competitors. Now, why is that? Well, it's because 99.9% of them will never go through the process of creating and promoting linkable assets. Now, the third and final piece of the puzzle is to understand how to optimize your anchor text. As I mentioned, you won't always have control of your anchor text, and this is a good thing because it will become naturally diversified. But I recommend using the following method when you're writing guest posts or landing contextual backlinks. Go to Google and enter the phrase you want to rank for. Then copy the #1 ranking result URL and open up Ahrefs and enter it into the Site Explorer. Then click on Organic Keywords. And these keyword variations you find should be your anchor text. Now keep in mind that your keyword-rich anchors should stay well below 10% and your exact match anchors should be below 1%. I use low percentages because it leaves a buffer for when backlinks are acquired naturally. And that's because many times linkers will use exact match or other keyword-rich anchors, so having a buffer in place is a really good precaution. So just to review, here's the link building process that you should be using to promote your website and your assets. #1, create a linkable asset. #2, promote your linkable asset. And #3, use intelligent anchor text diversification. And so that is all for this training video. Your downloads and bonus search strings are below. And I'll be sending you an email in a few days with an offer that'll help you accelerate your SEO results even faster. Be on the lookout for my email and open and click the link as soon as you get it because it will only be available for a very short amount of time. Talk soon, and thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it.